What's going on, everybody? Here we are at Mount Hope Cemetery in Champaign, Illinois. This is a cemetery that was not really on my radar, but I happened to be going through town and I noticed right in the middle of the University of Illinois Champaign is a cemetery. To the left of it are baseball fields, straight ahead is the football stadium, and to the right, I believe, are dormitories, classrooms, whatever it is. But this is a big cemetery, it's a historic cemetery, and it's questionable how well it's been taken care of. Now, if you see this, here is what I believe is a family mausoleum that is covered in tarps that look to be pretty weather beaten. There's a lot of weird stuff on the side. There's, a lot of stone and debris, and there's metal poles and cones and a little bit of everything. So I don't know what's going on with this particular mausoleum, but as you can see right in here, there is some kind of I would guess it's just a family mausoleum, but there's a tire here that's kind of keeping these straps up. So kind of weird, but this place is a very historic cemetery. I don't know if there's any notables here, nobody that I particularly know of, but there's a lot of old stones, a lot of interesting stones, and seemingly a lot of history here. But I figured I would start with this because I've never seen such a thing before in a cemetery. But, most of the places that I go to are pretty well kept up. But this place seems to be just a little bit different. But nevertheless, it is a beautiful place. There's a lot of space here. But as I said, it's right in the middle of the University of Illinois, which is kind of weird and something I've never seen before. But there are some very historic looking stones here. This place has obviously been around a while. There's people in here that have been dead for 150 plus years. So these are definitely the kind of places I like to go and check out. And let's just take a look at what's over here. There's mounds of dirt over here, just kind of in the middle of the cemetery, which is kind of unusual. I haven't really seen much of this. There's a lot of brush and debris. There was a bad storm that came through the Midwest a couple of months ago. I did post a video on that. Maybe some of you guys saw it, but we had some tornado touchdowns. It looks like there's still debris from maybe downed trees from that storm. But, it's a beautiful cemetery, but there's a lot of misplaced stones, a lot of tipped overhead stones. It doesn't appear to be anything that was like vandalized, but it does appear to be something that maybe just a lot of, maybe there's not a lot of families that visit here. Maybe there's not much for a grounds crew. But these are the kind of places that I love to visit. And if you guys are here and on this channel, you probably like the same types of things. I noticed a couple interesting stones that I'll walk up and take you to see while we're here. But I was actually in the area here going to Decatur, Illinois to see Greenwood Cemetery, which a lot of you guys have asked me about. And it's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in the country. I did get some pretty spooky vibes there. I didn't spend a lot of time there, but nevertheless, I did go there and shoot a couple of videos that will be up in the next week or so. But I thought since we're here, why not check out a new place? Now here's something that's kind of cool. This gravestone appears to just be a bench, and a really nice bench. It says Gooch 14, so he must have been somebody who enjoyed playing basketball. Charles Glass III, loving son, brother, uncle, nephew, and fiance. July 2nd, 1991, young guy. That's pretty sad, but that is a beautiful monument. I really wouldn't mind that myself. And here is another monument. There's no name on this, but that's beautiful. It is fun to check out places like this because, you never know what you're going to see. But this is a really fascinating place. Now there's a couple interesting things that I want to show you guys, and they're on the other side of the cemetery, so we're going to head over there right now. Now we really like old things at this cemetery, and just to show you the weirdness of this, right over this cemetery, right over here, you can see in the center of the screen, this is the bell tower from the University of Illinois Champaign. So like I said, right in the middle of a college campus, which you really don't see very often, but it does appear that the cemetery has been here much longer than the campus. But yeah, there's, you know, it's always kind of special to see these old stones. But here's another thing that I haven't seen very much of. This appears to be what I would guess to be an old receiving vault that has not been used for a long, long time. It's kind of built into this hill, but there is no door and there are no places where they would have put bodies. So I'm guessing that they probably covered it up, maybe on this end. I'll zoom out there. Kind of forgot about that when I zoomed into the bell tower. But kind of a fascinating thing. There's probably a lot of history right here and a lot of interesting stories. But as you can see, there's a lot of really historic and old gravestones here. Like this one, 1865, I believe it says. 1865, 1868. You know, it's kind of sad that some of these stones aren't cleaned a little bit better. If I lived closer to here, I would probably volunteer to help out, realistically. But this is quite a ways from where I live. I just happened to be coming through town this weekend doing some other things. Like I said, the Greenwood Cemetery in Decatur, that was one that I really wanted to do. And I just happened to kind of be here because my wife is going through fire college down here. And she's down here for a couple of days. So I came with to lend my support, and while she's in class, I am out making cemetery videos for you guys, which I enjoy doing, and she's pretty supportive of, so that's nice to see. But this is some of the sadder things of places like this. Now, I don't believe that this place has been vandalized. It doesn't seem to be, but it definitely doesn't seem to be cared for in the best manner. There's a lot of gravestones that are very crooked. There's a lot of stones that there seems to be things living under. Like there's another one right here, if you guys can see that okay. And this video is just kind of a walking video around. It's a little less produced than some of the other videos, but hopefully you guys enjoy kind of a in real time kind of thing. Now I'm not sure if they just, my guess is they probably just buried somebody right here. But there's a big opening right here if you can see. So if somebody wasn't paying attention, or if a college kid was drunk walking through here in the middle of the night, that could pose a very big problem. But hopefully you guys like some of the you know, some of the less produced stuff. I do like walking through and giving kind of in real-time commentary on things. I like to try to keep this channel real, but I also enjoy doing, you know, the documentary style stuff that you guys have probably come to enjoy on this channel. And hopefully the wind's not too bad on this. But there's at least one more thing that I want to show you guys that's on the other side of the cemetery even further. So we'll head over there right now. Now this right here appears to be a Christmas tree dumping ground. But the other stone that I wanted to show you guys, and this is really cool. I haven't seen anything quite like this. It does appear to be a family plot. But this is absolutely something that I would love to not only show you guys, but this is something that I think would be really cool to have. Now this says W.M.L. Bush, 1881 to 1948, his wife Bernice. But check out the detail on this. Very ornate. I've never seen anything quite like this. But if you think that that's cool, It doesn't end there. You guys can probably hear the bell tower in the background. That's from the university. But the family plot, yeah, it says mother, father, but check these out. Each family member is represented by a tree stump, and they're all different sizes. The mother and father ones are the biggest ones. This appears to be Henry. So I'm guessing these were children, but these are much smaller, as you can see. But as far as a family plot, I've never seen anything quite like this. Here's one more. This one does not appear to be labeled. I can't tell a name on there. And then there's some other much smaller ones. This says CTB. That one's kind of knocked out of the ground a little bit, and CSB. But take a look at this. That is one beautiful monument. Now there's a lot of really cool stuff here. Probably a lot of interesting people. I didn't really get a chance to kind of look this place up, but it appears to be a place that's worth checking out if you enjoy looking at historic headstones and interesting things. This is definitely it's a pretty good sized cemetery, but just the location in it kind of makes it worth a visit in itself. But once again, this is Mount Hope Cemetery in Champaign, Illinois. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy some of the videos that I put up that aren't necessarily famous graves, but places like this deserve to be remembered. People deserve to be remembered. And places like this we have to take care of, because if we don't, who will? So thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.